And are we ready to proceed with Ms. Todd?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go on the record in the matter of People State of Michigan versus Teresa Todd.
And for the people, Your Honor.
Mariah Silverstein appearing on behalf of Ms. Todd.
Ms. Todd, state your name for the record.
Teresa Todd.
All right. And Ms. Vanderbroek?
Thank you, Your Honor. We have not been able to make contact with the victim in this matter. We did send the victim impact statement to her back in, or to the victim back in January on both to Al V. Todd in Pullman, Michigan. We have tried to call and have had no luck in making contact. That being said, this is a 1-for-1 plea that was pled to, dismissing a second file for domestic violence. So we would ask the court to consider that in their sentence.
Well, I mean, let's back this up just a half an inch. I mean, the agreement was for diversion, correct?
That's my understanding, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor, it's for diversion. We would ask for.
Okay, we need to mention that when we're that's our agreement. All right, Ms. Silverstein.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Todd has learned from this incident and would like to take advantage of the diversion program. She has been working part-time for M&S Wholesale Plumbing. She recently got her own apartment. She's moving things in the right direction, and we ask the court consider that for sentencing.
Ms. Todd, what would you like to say?
I just want to apologize, but I learned from, my mistakes, from what I've done. You just don't put your hands on somebody, but I have moved away. I got my own apartment now with my daughter to get away from all the situations, so I'm not around it anymore. And I think I've grown a lot since the incident as a person and as a mother. Doing the right thing for my daughter. She seems so much more happier, and so as myself, it just moving away was what I needed to feel. It helped me think about everything I've done, and I think, when I got mad, it was just after taking so much. But I think I've learned to be able to control that. I mean, it wasn't an issue, but to have that where I put my hands on somebody, just even over their shove, but still, that's not okay. But I have learned from it, and I think it, actually made me a better person. It helped me grow.
Well, all right. So just, I'm going to start this out with indicating we're going to go ahead and utilize the diversion program, but let's be being honest here. We've got quite if you're learning from your mistakes, you've got quite an education going here, because you had a charge for assault with a weapon that was dismissed.
Yeah.
This charge. Hold on. I don't need you to refute each one of these as we go along, but so you had an offense date of that for that, as well as a domestic violence charge, both being dismissed, but that was something that occurred in November. You get this charge a little later in November, and then you got another charge that was dismissed that was mid-December. And that's after having some disturbing the peace issues earlier yet in the year. So, I mean, you got some issues that you're going to need to put some effort into this probation. I am going to utilize the probation. I'm going to utilize the diversion program, and that's going to be 12 months in length. The oversight fee associated with that is $625. The purpose of the probation is to provide you with counseling, anger management, and or batterist counseling to enable you to learn how to deal with anger issues and flashpoints, to be able to engage with individuals with whom you have a domestic relationship in a constructive and civil manner. No contact with the victim in this case will be continued pending counseling and recommendation from the probation officer. And upon completion of the diversion program, the case will be dismissed. The $625 oversight fee will be paid within the period of probation. Anything else?
Your Honor, my notes indicate that bond was amended to non-assaultive contact back on February 2nd, or February 9th. I apologize. I just want to.
Let me adjust that.
Yes, it was. Because we have a 6-year-old daughter together.
All right, anything else? Ms. Silverstein?
Can you provide Ms. Todd with the number for probation?
Oh, yeah. Two. I'm used to you doing that.
I apologize.
All right, you're all set, ma'am. You can leave the court. Make sure you follow up with calling probation.
All right.
At that number that I just gave you.
What was it? 639 what? Yeah, you have a great day. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Do we have Mr. Castillo? Yes, we do. Mr. Castillo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go on the record in the matter of People State of Michigan versus Castillo. Appearance?
Ann Vanderbrook for the people.
And Mr. Castillo, state your name, please.
Gabriel Castillo.
And we're here for sentencing to an impaired.
Yes.
Ms. Vanderbrook. Ms. Vanderbrook.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is a reduction from an OWI. The intoxilizer was a 0.07 and a 0.08. It does not appear that there was any crash, just poor driving, no tail lights. We will leave sentencing to the discretion of the court.
Mr. Castillo,
Yes, sir.
what do you have to say?
It's all true. I mean, I messed up.
Okay, and
It's just something I'll never do again.
true? A true statement, sir?
Yes, sir.
So when you took this substance abuse assessment, it comes back and shows, low to moderate need for supervision. Had you told them that you had a previous conviction for operating while impaired just a couple months ago?
It was in November.
No, that's just a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Did you share that?
I believe so.
Okay. Where was that, by the way?
In Fenville.
In November?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Judge, that's this case. This case November.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm seeing that. Let me go back into that. Well, the minor in possession that you got in January of 2023, a year ago, what was that about?
I was with someone that was drinking and driving.
But you were charged with being in possession yourself, and you pled guilty to that, didn't you?
For what?
You pled guilty to the minor in possession in January of 2023, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Here's the thing. This is the reason I'm pushing. I'm not trying to necessarily give you an unambiguous hard time on this. I'm trying to get a grip on how serious you are about dealing with substance abuse issues. Drinking, you're underage, right? You're not 21 yet.
Yes, sir.
And you've got 2 charges associated with substance abuse. So that makes me worry. Actually, there's 3 charges. One of them was dismissed because there was one with an open intoxicant in the vehicle. But you have a minor in possession and you have an impaired. And, sir, the reason we are concerned about these types of matters, especially with someone as young as you, we want to prevent you from, first of all, getting hurt yourself. Our concern is for the safety of the public, but our concern is also for your safety. So first and foremost, we want to be making sure that the roads are safe for the public. Secondarily, though, and very close to as important as the first, is safe for yourself as well. And not only that, when you pile up these charges and convictions for substance abuse issues, you're putting roadblocks in your way from future successes. So, this is hurting you. So I want to make sure that we address this in a way that's going to be meaningful, in a way that you don't find yourself here again. Now, how do you think I should best do that?
I don't know. I just really, I can promise you I learned. I haven't had a bottle since or anything since November, since I've been pulled over. Flashing lights even scare me now. I don't know.
Well, the flashing lights scare you because you don't want to get pulled over. I get that.
Yeah.
But the point is, you don't have to be worried about flashing lights if you're not drinking, if you're not intoxicated or impaired. You don't have to be worried about those flashing lights. You can think, that's for someone else, right?
Yep.
And it's certainly a better feeling than having to look over your shoulder and have the pit of your stomach hit the bottom of your stomach or whatever. In any event, you have your stomach drop and you see those lights. Oh my God! But it's not for you. You don't have to worry about it in that way, right?
Yep.
Your Honor, my apologies for the interruption. I would direct the court's attention to page 2. I did miss this initially. It does look like he has been diagnosed with severe alcohol use disorder and severe marijuana use disorder. Not sure if the court caught that. I just wanted to bring it to the court's attention.
Well, actually, let me look at that again. Conclusion, because they got the criminogenic risk as being low, so that's kind of where I'm really. On page 2, it says alcohol use, high problem, significant, severe problem. Yeah. All right, so here's the deal. Mr. Castillo, how did you enjoy the experience of getting arrested and placed in jail overnight?
It sucked. I hated it. I would never want to be there again. I'll tell you that much.
All right. So, and that was at least that was the response that at least I was hoping you would provide me. So I want to make sure that you follow through with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place you on our shortest period of probation. That is going to be, it's 6 months, but I want you to hear, when I say 6 months, I want you to hear that you have the ability that if you follow through and do what's asked of you, you're going to be able to be done with probation in just 3 months, but it just requires that you do what's asked of you, okay? And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that we get these lessons. You have a lesson down right now about getting arrested and taken to jail. You don't want to do it again. And but I want to just solidify some of the lessons and some of the reasons why we're taking this approach, okay? So at the 6 months probation, there's a $180 oversight fee. There's a $100 screen fee for the substance screen. Fines are going to be $200. State costs are $50. Court costs are $400. Crime victim right fee is $75. So the total with all of this is going to be $905. Let me do the math on that again. Might be $1,005. I apologize. It's gonna be $1,005. I apologize.
Could I ask something?
Hold on a second. I'm not quite done. Okay, and then let me just give you my discussion pertaining to the probation period. The purpose of the probation is to address substance abuse issues and provide you with resources and counseling to attain and maintain sobriety and you are required to attend and complete counseling as ordered, as well as to submit to testing as ordered. You are to attend the victim impact panel and are prohibited from possessing or consuming alcohol or any illegal controlled substance during the period of probation. You are entitled to early discharge upon completion of no less than half the period of probation, but that's only if you've been fully compliant with all the terms and conditions. What was your question, sir?
So I didn't show up to my last court because I never got it in the mail and I had to pay $1,000. So would that cover that?
Let me see it. Let me look at the file here. 1 second.
Because that's what I was told when I was there.
Yep.
That will pay that.
You have bond, so yeah, it looks like you owe $5 because we're going to apply that bond. All right. I'll indicate that right here. Apply bond. Okay, because you posted that yourself, correct?
Yep.
Yep. All right. Very good. So there you are. If you have any other questions, well, you're going to be the number that you're going to need to call as soon as I ask you to hang up here. You have a phone you can punch a number into?
I do.
You have a pad? Okay, here we go. Yep. Call them, tell them that you're on probation and they'll take it from there, okay?
All right.
All right, good luck to you, sir. Make sure you make a good effort at this and let's not have you in court again, okay?
I will, I promise, sir.
All right, good luck to you.